Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to Essential doTERRA. My name is Kara Blattman-Rock, and I'm the founder of doTERRA in Israel, and recently moved to my hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm here to be close to my family as they get older. But that's the amazing thing about doTERRA. You can do it anywhere. You can benefit people with these amazing oils all over the world. I originally started with doTERRA in New Mexico and Colorado area, so I'm just kind of taking off from there and working with all of you beautiful people in Israel. Thank God for Zoom, and then working with people here as well. So today's call is about the chakras and the essential oils that go with the chakras to help. And specifically, we're going to focus on the feminine emotions and the feminine characteristics of those energy centers. So this will be, if you didn't make it to the first chakra video, you can go and watch that on my YouTube channel. And that's just more of a general overview of the chakras relating to men and women and those energy centers, the oils that go with it. And then I had a guest speaker and we talked about the gems that go with it as well. But today we're going to focus on women in specifically because I love women, and just how we're going into this new time in the world. I mean, it's this amazing time of the whole world going through this transformation that was ignited and initiated by this world pandemic, and focusing on the benefits that is bringing into our life, and also this shift that's, I believe, is going to start to occur, where women's voices are going to be louder, and there's going to be a turn in leadership, where women are going to start to slowly evolve and transition into more places of power, and our voices are going to be heard. And so this chakra class today, I'm going to be a little distracted because I have this waiting room thing that I'll have to fix for next class. I have to admit everybody from the waiting room. But today's class is going to be focusing on those feminine characteristics of the energy centers called chakras in Sanskrit, and how, when in balance, those energy centers and those emotional centers from a female perspective are really important and powerful for your full manifestation. Like, you were born for a reason. You were put on this planet with this specific, unique blueprint as a woman, and you want all of those centers vibrating at their fullest expression so that you fulfill your mission this lifetime. That sounds a little bit heavy, but let's just take it in. Like, you guys as women are so important on this planet, and your voices need to be heard and your service needs to be offered. And so let's get those centers vibrating at their highest level so that you're just inspiring and walking with your light turned on. So let's get started. So just an overview of a chakra again. In Sanskrit, which is the ancient language of Ayurveda, the medicine that I've been trained in. So I'm trained as an occupational therapist, and then I went back to school for yoga and Ayurveda, and then most of my work is with essential oils and yoga, and my love for the chakra and the emotional centers and the emotional healing that I think women need to focus on. And so chakras in Sanskrit, it means energy wheel, or if you want to get really groovy, vortex. And there's 7 of them in the body, and they start from the base of the spine up through the top of the crown of the spine. And these centers, you can't see them, but you can feel them, and they start from the superficial part of your body. So if we were talking about the heart chakra here, right over the heart, there is a subtle vibration that as you attune to it more often, you can feel it around the superficial part of your body. And then so the flower part is at the superficial part of your body, and it's like a stalk, like the flowers at the body, and the stalk pulls back and ends at the spine. So imagine this flower at your heart, and then the plant or the stalk of it, it's pulling back and connecting with your spine. And so chakras have been researched as they are nerve bundles in Western medicine that form at these areas in the body as well. So it's not just hoovy groovy, not based on research and science. There are nerve bundles at those parts of those 7 centers of the body. And when your energy centers or your chakras are, when they're blocked or out of balance, then you're not allowing they are all connected to these emotional characteristics of us as women. And when they're blocked, we're gonna be demonstrating more of those negative characteristics. And then it moves into causing physical imbalances. And so we're gonna talk about those 7 chakras and the emotions that they express when blocked, but more importantly, in balance, and how to balance them with smelling and using essential oils. So exciting. So, and the interesting thing about these energy centers is that they are so much connected to your emotional state or your emotional state of mind. So it's kind of this, they affect your emotional state of mind, but your emotional state of mind can affect them. And we are in control of our mind, whether we like to believe it or not. So when you heightened your awareness and focus on these centers, you can help to balance them out with this positive way of thinking. So we're going to start with the first chakra, and I hope you brought your oils. I changed it up a little bit because once I started doing the research last night and really putting the program together, I switched some of the oils. But spikenard was one of the oils that was on the list when I told you to prepare, but we're using it for the first chakra and not the second, as I had said. So spikenard in Ayurveda is called jadamamsi, which is this amazing herb that I learned all about in my school at the Ayurvedic Institute. Didn't do much with it though, and now I've learned about spikenard from doTERRA, and I love this oil. So spikenard we're going to use for the first chakra, but let's talk about it first before we smell it. So the first chakra is your root or base chakra, and it's in the genitalia of women. It's actually up inside your uterus. So you're not going to place this oil on that chakra because it's inside your womb. So, and this is it's called Muladhara in Sanskrit, and it's our foundation as women. It's our base. It's where we create life and create. It's a little bit of where, with the help of Hashem and divine power, we are creators. We make these human beings. And so this is our chakra of survival. So when it's in balance, we feel like we're doing better than surviving. We're balanced. We have a strong foundation. We feel safe. We feel free. We have a trust of the universe when this chakra is in balance. When it's out of balance, you can be fearful, anxious, indecisive. It can lead to physical symptoms like constipation. Let's see, what are some hemorrhoids, lower back pain, um, early onset of menopause, sciatica, feminine problems in the uterus. So the so it's your emotional state of mind that needs to be focused on to keep the physical health of this area of your body. And but today we're mostly focusing on the emotions of this area. So this area is, as women, we need to feel grounded in our foundation, that we know we're supposed to be here. We know we have a purpose. Maybe we're not 100% clear on it, but we know we have a purpose, and we're here to serve ourselves first, and then our children and our partners and our family and our friends and our community. And the important point of this chakra is to trust why you're here, and to trust that creative energy that's in you and all around you, that you're here for a reason. You're going to be calm about it and trust that you're following that path. And as you breathe and meditate on this chakra with spikenard, you're going to trust and believe that the doors will open and you will flow with ease in your purpose in life, and feel safe and secure in your divine mission. So let's take spikenard and smell it together and do a little bit of a mantra with this, or a little bit of a prayer with this. So we're going to do 1 drop. So again, this one we're not going to place it on the root base, on the actual chakra. We're going to smell it to take it in. And on a daily basis, you can either do it this way. So if you feel like there's an imbalance there, maybe you have some physical symptoms that we mentioned, so that's telling you that there might be an imbalance. Or maybe you have some emotional symptoms, like you don't feel secure, you have anxiety, there are some fears that come up for you. Then this is definitely an oil that you want to bring into your life every day until you feel a change in those symptoms. So take a drop. Interesting, the spikenard's kind of this brownish green. I've never really paid attention to the color so much. So take a drop, rub it in your hands, and we're gonna smell it for 30 seconds. So at home, I'd want you to do it for 1 to 2 minutes. And remember, when you're smelling an oil, you want to smell into your hands, and then open the hands to let the breath out, so you're not taking in your inhalation. And let's do about 3 more deep breaths. So spikenard, so such an interesting and deep smell. So this is considered a oil of queens. So getting you in touch with, so 1 drop in your hands. Daily, you could just put it on your wrist as a perfume, so you're smelling it. And in my talk before about feminine health, a drop in your belly button helps to regulate hormones. So that's not your sacral chakra spot, but still, if you're using spikenard daily to balance your root chakra, to feel safe and secure in your foundation, to be more in touch with your divine purpose and your reason you're here on this planet, smell spikenard. Put it on your wrist, put it on your belly button, and this is what spikenard does to help with that chakra. It encourages you to have a true appreciation for life. It encourages your soul to surrender, let go, and start trusting the plan that the universe has for you. There's a blueprint inside of you. It matches the universe's plan for you. And so if you just stop, let go, stop trying to control it, and breathe into fully trusting why you're here, accepting life exactly as it is. for its good and its bad, and appreciating and having gratitude for those lessons. The lessons with the good, it's easy to appreciate and have gratitude when lessons are good. It's easy to appreciate and have gratitude when the lessons are happy and easy. But what about when lessons are hard? You know, and we definitely experience that with our kids. My kids, especially right now on online school in the United States, it's tough. And I'm constantly trying to say, like, what's this lesson about? What are you learning? And those lessons are not easy. So for us too, as women, um, it's easy to appreciate the good lessons. Start to understand when you're given more challenging lessons, what is it that you're learning from that? And start to appreciate that. And when you really start to appreciate and be grateful for all experiences in your life, this is when you're going to be truly aligned in that chakra, and you'll understand that deeper meaning of life for you and yourself. And I'm not there yet either. We're all on this road together. Like when lessons are hard, my first reaction is to fight. And so we're saying with Spikenard and awareness in this space, don't fight anymore. Trust that this lesson is being given to you to move you on to this next and higher level. And let's start passing that down to our princesses and queens, because women, we are what's going to change this world, and it's starting this lifetime. So that's chakra run one. Hope that wasn't too heavy for you girls over there. So now let's go into chakra 2, which is your sexual and sacral chakra. I love this chakra. I love to even just say sexual. So this is called your Svadhisthana chakra in Sanskrit. Try to say that word 3 times really fast. The oil we're going to use for it is jasmine, the jasmine touch. But let's first talk about the chakra. So it is on your pubic bone. So that little protuberance right over that bone on your pubic bone, that's the energy center there for that chakra. Imagine that it's this beautiful lotus flower. It's in the color of orange. And remember, it's like an orange flower on that pubic bone, and then the stalk pulls back into the spinal cord. There is a nerve bundle there, and this is all related to, it's associated with the functions of the sexual organs, so that's how it's physically associated. And its emotional presentation and how it presents itself emotionally is that it's all, again, when it's all about, it's still about purpose, but it's more about passion with your purpose. So the first chakra is your blueprint, why you're here, your unique foundation of why you were put here to be a woman, to be a creator. Second chakra is, are you passionate about that? Do you have passion for your purpose? Do you have passion just in life in general? Passion for intimacy, passion in your sexual relationships, passion in your creativity, your hobbies, your work? Do you walk around with your light turned on? Do people look at you and say, wow, I want to do what she's doing. I want to take what she's taking. I want to eat what she's eating because she's turned on and she's inspiring. And I want to do the same thing, because that's what we as women are supposed to be doing. It's just walking around and people just saying, whatever she tells me, I'm going to do. And especially our men. That's what we want all the men of the world to do, especially the ones in leadership. I'll pass this song on to all of you, but it says, if all of the kings put the queens on the throne, we'd pop champagne and raise a toast. You know, life would be so different if all the queens were in charge. And we will be soon. So let's get these chakras in order and we'll be there. So second chakra. So when it's blocked, when this chakra is blocked, emotionally you feel blah. You don't understand your purpose. You don't have a lot of passion for life. You're not interested sexually in intimacy or being creative with your intimacy. You don't have a lot of confidence. You don't feel clear, even in simple decisions, and in understanding information. So that's when it's blocked. But when it's open, and this is where we want to focus, when it's open, then you have a healthy sexuality. You feel passionate. You have the need and the urge to be intimate and be creative with your partner and sexually. And I mean, there's a reason why this is the second chakra, and it's connected to your sexual organs, and it's connected with creativity, because there is, you know, I could probably do a whole episode on sexuality, but, you know, I was raised to be very, to not talk about it. Like, I don't think I ever had a conversation with my mom about sexuality or sex or my body, or how anything worked, or, you know, so you're just like stabbing in the dark, literally, when you go into an intimate partnership. It's just like brand new territory, and I wasn't taught anything about it. And that might be a little bit of the American culture. I know in our traditions as Jewish women, there's a lot more teaching around that when at the appropriate age. But still, like, there's a whole generation of women my age and younger that had no clue what they were doing when it came to sexual intimacy. And then you take that baggage into later on into relationships. And this is a big problem with women, because sexuality is, and good, healthy, intimate, beautiful sexual relationships is so important with your confidence, your identifying with beauty, with your relationship with your partner, with your relationship with other people. Your relationship with you, like, is desire and passion and feeling good important to you on a sexual level? If it's not, there's a block there. And maybe we're not vibrating at the same level as our male partners and how often we feel like it needs to be done. But like, if you're not feeling it at all, there's a block. And so let's get that unblocked, ladies, because we all need to be passionate and interested, and doing something about it, for our second chakra, our sexuality chakra. So jasmine is the oil for this. And this oil is, where you'd place it for this chakra in particular. I'm always doing stuff on the wrist so you can smell it. So putting it on your wrists. But this one, we actually are going to get close to that second chakra spot, which is the pubic bone. We don't have to put it there, but inner thigh. There's a lot of hormone and receptor sites there on your inner thigh. So this could be a daily thing. I think all of us probably have a bit of an imbalance in our sacral chakra, our sexual chakra. So daily, the jasmine can be rolled on the inner thighs, in the morning when you're doing your morning routine. Whether you take a shower or not, apply it there, inner thighs, to balance out our sacral chakra. And then put it on your wrist so that you can smell it. Very important that you're applying it topically and taking it in aromatically, smelling it. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. So jasmine, how it helps with this is it helps heal, any type of sexual imbalance, sexual, trauma. There's a large percentage of women that have had sexual trauma in their lifetime. It nurtures a healthy sexuality where you desire it, you want it with your partner, or for those of you that don't have a partner, you want it with your vibrator. um, I'm telling you guys, like it's like you want to feel this chakra stimulated, and that even means orgasm. So this chakra, you want it to be heightened. It heightens your interest in life. It heightens your interest in yourself, in your self-care, in your ability to give more, because this is a base chakra all about you. And if you're ignoring it, then you can't move into those higher chakras that are all about family and community and making a change in this world, which is what women are supposed to be doing. So let's balance out that. So Jasmine also encourages you to just vibrate at a higher level of beauty, to feel self-love and feel that I am beautiful. Because beauty resonates and vibrates from the inside out. So it doesn't have to look like a certain way, but when you feel beautiful from the inside out, you look beautiful and people will see that beauty. And beauty from the inside out is a whole different level of beauty than this external beauty that we as women mostly are aware of. This inner beauty is a vibration and people feel it and they can't even describe it, but they say, wow, she's beautiful. It helps you, Jasmine. What else? Let's see. Yeah, and then just having a higher vibrating second chakra just makes you feel attractive, and people are attracted to you in like a good way, where they just feel connected to you, or they want to connect with you. They want to be, they're inspired by you. They want to follow you, or or they're inspired to raise themselves up to be the best that they can be and be passionate and creative in their life. So that's second chakra. And because I'm covering all the chakras, if you have a question about when I end it, you can ask at this point, or write it down and ask me at the end. So third chakra is solar plexus. It's called Manipura in Sanskrit. It's lower thoracic, so it's in between your diaphragm and your thoracic vertebrae. So it's kind of like mid-chest, just between your belly button and the bottom of your rib cage. It's called solar plexus. It's directly related physically to the pancreas and the adrenal glands. And so when it's blocked, it emotionally shows like you're impatient, critical to yourself and others, judgmental, angry, quick to respond with impatience or anger. This area of the body is all about heat. So usually it's like heated types of emotions, like impatient, angry, aggressive, controlling. And then it relates to the digestive organs and the liver. So you can have like trouble with your digestive organs, gas, bloating, just uncomfortable in the center of your body. Liver can be gallstones, or heat in the liver just causes those symptoms of like headache and anger and just feeling a high ego and aggressive. So that's blocked. Open is, so just everything cools down when it's open. Like the system's working efficiently. You have good digestion of information and digestion of food, and you're clear and decisive, and your natural leading abilities come out, where you don't feel like you need somebody to tell you what to do. You know what to do. You're in tune with your willpower and your way. And so and you have willpower. Like when you decide, I'm going to do this every day, I'm going to put jasmine every day, or I'm going to smell spikenard, you do it, and you follow through, and you achieve your goals in this healthy way. And this is part of also your intuition. When you say, I feel it in my guts, is an expression in the Western world, is because there's a lot of intuition in the center of your body and knowing. So you feel assured of yourself, trusting, and you don't have limiting beliefs like, oh, this isn't happening because of da 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 da, or that happened to me because of da 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 da. You're more internally in control of your circumstances, and things are happening because of the way you're living your life and the choices that you're making, and that you're in control of your circumstances. And when things happen that you didn't plan, they're happening because you're gonna learn that lesson, and you're gonna elevate to a higher level from that. So the oil for this, I think I put grapefruit, but I changed to bergamot. But all of the citrus oils are good for this third chakra. And I decided to use bergamot today because I really liked how it spoke about helping with these feminine characteristics that we want to vibrate higher as women, is clarity, being more decisive, and listening to your intuition and hearing it more acutely and moving from that place. So that's what, as women, we need to be doing from this center chakra. Bergamot, why I'm choosing this one you would drop on your belly and put a drop in your belly button daily if these are the skills and the characteristics that you want to expand. And again, that's clarity, decisiveness, and moving from your intuition and having strong willpower. Because bergamot does those things that we want to let go in this center, letting go of self-criticalness and self-judgment, cooling down anger and impatience. Bergamot helps to lift self-esteem, self-love, and self-acceptance, and helps to cleanse you from any limiting beliefs. And then all citrus oils are helpful for clarity and decision making. So let's smell a drop, and then I'm going to put it on my fingertips because I'm going to take it right to my belly button today while we're here. Rub a little bit on my belly button, and then I'm just going to add a little bit more to smell. Oh, it's so good. When you smell it, you can just see like the green outside of the bergamot citrus plant. So amazing, bergamot. That's a good one. So this is one that every woman could benefit from every day doing. I have a whole new oil routine after this one. So going into the fourth chakra is heart chakra, right over the heart. It's green in color. The third chakra was yellow. The fourth chakra is green in color. It's heart chakra in English, and in Sanskrit, it's anahata. It's connected to the thymus gland, which the thymus gland is right over the sternum. And this is a reflection of our connectedness to the divine power and the divine love that's within us, and that's in everybody and everything around us. This chakra also connects the lower chakras up and the higher chakras down. So this is a big one. This is a big chakra. It's a big green flower on your heart, and the stalk extends back to the spinal cord. When it's blocked, there is feelings of isolation, loneliness. I raise my eyes because just during Corona, it's like kind of the whole world's in isolation. Loneliness, unloved, uh, condemning, or critical to yourselves. And then that leads to feeling also overwhelmed. And there's this form of overcompensating by trying to control your circumstances. But when the heart chakra is open, you just have this unconditional love for yourself, that and this unconditional love for everything and everybody and all the souls around you in your life, the ones that are really important down to the ones that you may not even know. And you know that love is the base of all being. And women of all are very connected to this. And it's a natural way of being for women, where we're a vessel of this divine love, and we just need to open up the chakra to collect as much as we are capable, because we're going to give out a lot of that as well. So you want to just be this infinite vessel of collecting and giving and collecting and giving. So the oil that we're going to use to keep that flow is rose. And rose can be applied directly over the heart. And that can be part of your daily routine, like in the morning when before you get dressed, apply a nice circle around your heart, rub it in, and then smell it. I'm not going to do it on camera, but I'll just do it over my shirt. Just rub it in around my heart. And I would probably just do like a nice zigzag of the oil and just really rub it in. And rose is the highest vibrating oil, and this is the highest vibrating chakra. Rose is, in almost all philosophies, is known as the oil of the heart. It helps us as women to connect with, again, that divine flow of love. There's an infinite source of love coming from Hashem, the divine, the universe, however you want to look at it. That creative source that's created existence is all based on this divine, loving, creative energy. And we can be in touch with that and just pull it in through our vessels and overflow with it to be able to give it abundantly to ourselves first, our partners, our children, our friends, our family, our community, and beyond. And this love, when this chakra is open, it feels like just this fountain of love that flows freely into you, and then you're able to give it freely. So it translates into this act of like charity, like we're just this natural being of charity. And it doesn't mean charity in the form of like giving money, which that's also okay, but like charity of giving love, giving a smile, giving a compliment, giving information, giving oils, giving anything that will lift others up. And most importantly, yourself first, then your partner, and then your kids. I know that's usually kind of in another order for a lot of women, but you first, then your partner, and then your kids. And then friends, family, community. And it's just, remember that you won't be depleted, especially with this type of focus on smelling your rose, putting it over your heart, and allowing yourself to open up to this infinite fountain of love into you, and therefore being able to give it out to others. And may we inspire all women and our princesses and queens that are coming up behind us to do the same, and start to rotate this world the way it's supposed to be. Female oriented, love as our foundation, and making all decisions and choices from that place. That is fourth chakra. Now we're going into fifth chakra, which is our throat chakra. It's called Vishuddha. Vishuddha. That's a hard one to say. And it's right over the throat and the neck here. And it is related to expression, communication, and hearing. So verbal communication, expression, and hearing. And the glands that it specifically targets is the thyroid. So when it's blocked, there can be thyroid imbalances, hyper or hypothyroid imbalances. And it feels like there's a block in the throat. It's hard for you to talk or express yourself when you have a need to say something that's true to you, and you start to get, your voice starts to get unclear, or you get emotional. This is all kind of a sign of this throat chakra being blocked. And I think that this is probably, maybe depending on the world, but I think in American culture, women's throat chakras are a little more blocked than in Israel, because I was there for 8 years and around those amazing Israeli women, and you guys taught me really how to speak and let my voice be heard and be direct and tachlis. But in the American culture, I think it's not as much of the culture, and women, and we know all over the world, historically, women have been kind of stepped back and are not the main voice in relationships or in leadership or in roles of leadership. We stay in the background, we stay quiet, we stay muted. And this is a time to unmute and unblock those chakras and let our voices be heard, because we're moving and we express ourselves again from these chakras that we've built up of expressing the truth of the world and how the world really should be running. So when this chakra is open, it's a channel of truth, your personal truth, but the truth of Hashem, the truth of existence, the truth of the divine. And we are a vehicle to express that truth out into the world. And so, and nothing, when this chakra is open, nothing will hold you back from just saying, this is how it is. This is the truth. This is what needs to be done. And there's the expression, the truth will set you free. So we are vehicles for Hashem, for God, for divine, for the universe, to put the truth out into the world. And it's just so obvious to me, especially in the political climate in Israel and here in the US, with just man after man after man after man in leadership, how it's time for women to stop putting themselves in the background, to start opening up this chakra and speaking the truth and being more vocal and being in more leadership positions, and start to shift this need that needs to occur of us being in leadership, of us making the decisions, of us saying how things need to be run. So the oil that we're going to put on the chakra to open it up and start to shift the world is lavender. And we talked about this last class. I was thinking about doing a different one, but I just can't. Lavender is the oil of communication, and we should be I really need to be consistent about putting this on my throat every day, because I've always felt as a child that and I still do as a woman, I just turned 48. And I still sometimes feel like a kid when I'm talking to like a man that has more a stronger power or has more authority, and I feel my voice shake, and if I have a difference of opinion, I feel even emotional, like my voice gets blocked, my throat gets blocked, I feel like I might cry, and then that's like looked at as like, oh, she's just an emotional woman that that's, you know, but I'm working through it. I'm rubbing the lavender, not as consistent as I need to, and I'm not letting my voice be quiet. I'm letting my voice be heard in all areas that I know my truth is different than what's being expressed. So again, it's not to be argumentative, not to fight, but to express your truth and really the truth of the universe. So lavender helps to unblock this area to allow you to be confident in voicing your true expression. It physically relaxes the muscles of the throat that over time, if you do block saying something that you wanted to say or staying quiet because you don't want to cause a problem, these muscles have gotten tight over time. They constrict. So lavender actually helps to relax those muscles if there's any tension that's built up around there, to help with easier expression. So lavender allows us as women to fully express ourselves, be emotionally honest, be emotional if that's what comes up, and allow us to express our wisdom and our inner knowledge. And so that wisdom and inner knowledge is coming again from that heart chakra and that solar plexus chakra, your intuition and your divine love and your wisdom based on intuition and divine love coming out as true expression. And women are known to already be born and built with God knowledge. And we know that as Jews, like, why do that women are built with the Torah already inside of them. We know the Torah. And so again, even in Sanskrit and the religions in Ayurveda, same thing. Women are born with God knowledge, and we need to unblock any of those blocks to allow that knowledge to come out from our solar plexus and our heart and out through our truth chakra, our throat. That's the throat chakra. Divine, letting that divine knowledge that you're born with come out, and use that lavender to relax that muscles and allow that beautiful flower at your throat, which is bluish in color, to shine and vibrate and express itself fully. So sixth chakra is so we have 2 more chakras. We're doing good on time. This is gonna be, we're at 45 minutes, so this is an hour class. So if you have to go, it's recorded so you can see the end. Third chakra is Ajna chakra, A-J-N-A. Ajna is the Sanskrit chakra. It's right here between the eyebrows. It's connected to the pituitary gland, which is like if you went right through the forehead, and the middle of the brain is called the pituitary gland. And this is involved in receptivity, so receiving information. And when it's blocked, you may experience vision problems, dizziness, headache, indecisiveness, fogginess, lack of clarity. When it's open, you are spot on. You're just connected. You're connected to the flow. Things are happening. You know what's going to happen before it happens. You're aware of, you're clear on your past and how it's serving you. You're aware of the future and what you need and hope and desire to happen, but you're fully present in the now. So you definitely, when this chakra is open, you have your intuition heightens. You're more intuitive. And the oil that we're going to use for this is frankincense. So frankincense can be applied directly to the face. I put it on pretty much every evening for my skincare routine, But if you want it to be specifically focused for the Ajna chakra, the third eye chakra, you can put a little bit on your third eye and rub it around. And then you want to smell it for the aromatic effects. And you want to give it some time. So we're not going to do the full amount here on the class, but like, a minute minimum to 2 minutes is great to just smell the frankincense. Focus on the third eye. You would do that for all the chakras that you're focusing on. And knowing that this chakra is about divine and spiritual connection, that you are a spiritual being. You're made of this love energy, this creative energy that rules the universe and rules us, and we're all connected. And when you're open and the chakra is vibrating at its highest level, you feel connected to all souls on this planet, and your intuition is heightened. And frankincense is exactly that. It quiets the mind for all those distracting thoughts that are usually thinking about the past and thinking about the future. And it brings you right into the now, this future or this present moment, and helps you to really understand and hear your intuition, your blueprint, and the gifts and the skills and the wisdom that you were born with, and that you don't have to learn it, you have it. And frankincense helps you to just quiet down and trust that, okay, I have it, I know it, I'm following it. And I trust that the path is there, I'm following the path, and the signs are there, and the things are falling into place, and I'm living my fullest and most beautiful life, and I appreciate it, and I'm grateful for it. See, what else do I want to say about that one? And so again, it's just women are born with that divine knowledge. We need to speak it, and we need to know it, and hear it, and listen to it, and make our decisions based on that information that's in us. So you do need to take moments throughout the day to be quiet and touch in with it. It doesn't mean that you need to figure it out. It just means to be quiet and focus here, and remember that you are born with divine knowledge and divine wisdom, and you can make all your decisions in life, whether it's just what toilet paper to buy, all the way up to what president to vote for. That you will make those decisions based from here and here and here, because you're fully open and in tune. So that's sixth chakra. Seventh chakra, our last chakra, is crown chakra. So they say physically it's here on the base of the head, but it really is, this extends beyond your physical body. It's called Sahasrara. Sahasrara. There it is, Sahasrara. That's what it is. In Sanskrit, it translates to 1,000-petaled rose. So it's like this 1,000-petaled rose or lotus on the top of your head. And it vibrates up into the universe and the infinite. It's associated with the pineal gland, physically in the body. And it is our divine connection to source, what has created us, and what we tap into to create our physical world and our physical existence. When you're in balance with this chakra, you don't exist. So this is when this chakra is balanced, it usually is the time of passing or transitioning into the next life. So that's when that chakra is completely balanced. You're leaving this physical life, and that period of leaving the physical body and being back just a neshama is when your seventh chakra is in complete balance and complete enlightenment. So when you return to just your neshama and don't have the physical body. But how do you take advantage of the seventh chakra now in the physical form? And this is knowing that you're connected to the infinite source, and you're again this vessel of receiving. And it's a source of divine energy. And it gives you just your existence, your physical existence. And so the oil that we're going to use is sandalwood. And there's two forms of sandalwood in doTERRA, and I just happened to grab the Hawaiian sandalwood, but they're both good, the Hawaiian sandalwood or the Indian sandalwood. And this is a little drop at the crown of your head, almost right where that little opening is in our babies, but now it's closed for us as adults. And then whatever's left, and sandalwood is so good for your hair too, so you can just kind of rub it through your hair. And whatever's left, you're gonna smell and then fix your hair, especially if you're on a Zoom call. And the sandalwood is, you want this chakra to be open, and you use sandalwood to help you because it balances your ability to receive divine energy and to know that you're always connected and not separated from that source. You're not on your own. You're not doing this by yourself. You have your divine angels, divine Hashem helping you on this journey, that he or she or the universe has your best interest in mind. You were made for a reason. Your purpose is meant to be fulfilled, and they're just lifting you up and propelling you through to get it done beautifully. And just to listen to, again, listen to those gifts and that knowledge that you're born with, and don't question it, and just trust it. And so this sandalwood's a great oil for if you want to go into, I think all women need to start considering, and everybody on this call, myself included, needs to start considering beyond davening and beyond your prayers that you're speaking, meditation, because being quiet with your knowledge and your wisdom is very important. So if you already have it in your routine to have morning prayers of physical prayers that you're reading, at the end, take a 5 to 10 minutes to then meditate with quietness and understanding of your divine wisdom that you were born with, so that you hear it, you listen to it, and you feel it. And if you're not doing morning prayers with a book, meditate. Just meditate for 5 to 10 minutes every day. Just try it. Let's do it together. And use sandalwood, crown chakra, smell it, sit for 5 minutes. Just keeping your mind quiet and focused here, and crown chakra, 6th and 7th chakra, on you are a gift to this planet. You were born with divine plans, wisdom, and skills that only you have. And you know what they are, and you're going to walk through life fulfilling it. That's the 7th chakra. So just to recap, I know, and there's a lot of people like messaging, but I don't even see my messages when I'm talking. But just to recap, first chakra, sacral chakra, it's in your womb, so you're not going to apply anything there. We use spikenard, smelled it, put it on your wrist. And this is just, the main take home is that you are safe and your foundation is firm, and you're here for a reason, and trust the universe. Trust the universe. You don't have to trust anybody else right now. Just trust the universe, and let the universe, Hashem, divine, has a plan for you. That's chakra 1. Chakra 2, sexuality chakra. your second chakra, at your pubic bone. Jasmine, daily. Everybody on this call, get jasmine touch, put it on your inner thigh every morning or before bed and smell it. We all need to vibrate at a higher level at our second chakra. You need to want and desire to have sex and feel good and have orgasms. And that's going to make you vibrate at a higher level. You're going to feel more beautiful, feel more control, walk with your light turned on, and inspire all women that you come into contact to turn their lights on and get ourselves in the forefront of this world plan. Second chakra is an important one. Get yourself turned on. That was Jasmine. Third chakra, Bergamot, solar plexus. You're putting a little bit on your belly, and it's just mostly to cleanse limiting beliefs and know that you're a queen, that you make your decisions from that intuitive system inside your body, and you're not going to judge or be critical of yourself or other women anymore, and that you move from this place of making clear and decisive decisions for you, your family, and the world. Fourth chakra, heart chakra, we're putting rose there, and add a little bit to your face because it's awesome. This is your center of divine love. You guys all have it. All you need to do is open it up so you receive more and you have more to give. And that's our job as women. You're a vessel of divine love. Open yourself up to take in more. And you'll know that you're opening up more to take in more because it's reflected in love with your children, love with your partner, love with your family and friends, health, and financial abundance. Those are all connected. So when those start changing for you, you know that chakra is open and receiving more, and you have more to give. Rose for that one. Sixth chakra, or fifth chakra, throat, lavender every day, if you guys can remember, so that that wisdom and truth is coming out of you, not argumentative, not causing a fight, but saying your truth and the world's truth, because we all have it in us and people will listen. And sixth chakra, we're putting frankincense there, and that's to just keep you aware of your intuition and that God-given knowledge and wisdom that you have that's unique to you, and that you're in touch with it every day, and you make your decisions and you move from that place. And sandalwood, top chakra, meditate 5-10 minutes every day, whether it's with the frankincense or the sandalwood or one of the other oils. Just be quiet for 5 to 10 minutes so you can really get in tune with your intuitive power and become the queen that you're supposed to be. And if you already are that queen, you're just going to become an even bigger and better queen, because I think all of you on this call are queens. So I'm going to end the video. Thank you so much for being on, and I'll open it up for questions.